I would like to christen this LP by telling a little story. It happens on a very annoying Saturday at about 6 in the morning. I've just woken up from a very, very disturbing fever dream, and I have been violently sick for about 10 minutes, and I open up my Discord for some reason, and there's a message here from Artix that reads, "On a scale of 1 to never speaking to you again, how bad of an idea is it to do Type-0? My response to this was to be violently sick for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that intro, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII 33 1/3, The Final Insult, aka Type-0.
For them,
Also, I'm
the
here.
path
Hi.
was not chosen,
They chose their path,
Yeah,
Yes.
we're inflicting this on people.
not knowing the fear of death.
having
for-
never
for
learned
reference,
the fear of confronting it.
I am going into this completely blind, other than having watched the intro, which left me with, impressions.
So, one thing you guys are gonna notice, pretty much immediately, is that this game is, maybe a little tonally distinct from what you expect out of a Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I saw a lot of teenagers being gunned down in that intro.
That seems pretty par for the course, honestly.
Still,
There was more blood than they usually put in these things.
Yeah, like, this isn't what I'd expect from a Final Fantasy game, but this is definitely what I'd expect from a Killzone game, maybe.
You sure are a lot of people dying senselessly in a war that they don't have any kind of say in.
Yeah, so it's basically, yeah, like, Hajime Tabata, I guess, watched a couple of seasons of Game of Thrones and decided, oh my god, this shit is amazing, we need to do this in, like, a Final Fantasy. And by that point, Square was just kind of buried underneath, like, all of Tetsuya Nomura's bullshit because, oh fuck, Final Fantasy Versus 13 is going into its 8th year of development, and fuck it, let him do whatever he wants.
Oh yeah, wow, this...
So yeah, we seem to have skipped past the point where, like, we're given any stake in anything that's happening. Like, all we have to go on is sort of imagery reasons to think that the invading army is bad.
Yeah, well, you say that, Fadul. You know how, okay, I guess there's no stakes involved, we don't know who the fuck this kid is. Guess who we're gonna be following around for the next 10 minutes?
Oh, good.
Man, I remember that intro ending with, you know, all the anime kids posing with all their distinct cool weapons. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be some shit. And then this is happening, and it is a whole different kind of shit.
Why can't we have a game about this Chocobo? Like, are you seeing this thing? That...
Poor kid, just breathing his last miles and miles from home among the bodies of all his friends.
That Chocobo is something I want to see 40 hours of content about.
That Chocobo's covered in fucking blood. And it's not looking healthy.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, when I first played the game, I thought it was a red chocobo, and then I realized, oh no, it's a yellow one, it's just covered in that much blood.
This is like the Chocobo designed by Yoko Taro.
I would play a Final Fantasy game designed by Yoko Taro.
Oh god, that would be amazing. But it's like, yeah, like, this poor kid is just dying a very, you know, realistic and ignoble death, like, and meanwhile halfway across the city, like, you got fucking Class 0, whatever the hell they're called, just posing and, like, with fireworks shooting off in the background, completely oblivious to all this shit going on here. Like, it's...
I thought he was one of the posing kids because he's got the anime hair.
No, he's just some rando.
Is Ace the guy with the cards? That would make some kind of sense.
teacher.
Oh man, they shot the Chocobo. No.
Man, the Chocobo was the first character in this goddamn game I've actually cared about.
Oh, he's out of MP. Shit.
Well, no, remember the crystal's being jammed right now, so they can't use magic.
Oh, right. Oh, it worked.
Hey, you should try screaming into the sky more often.
Oh, I was joking. It literally did work. It was just Ace showed up and was like, yeah, sup, let me kill these fools.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Chocobo is, yeah.
Why do we care about anything that happens once the Chocobo's dead?
The Chocobo has transitioned violently from being a Yoko Taro character to being in a scene described in text by Kotaro Uchikoshi. Commence spaghetti imagery.
Isana.
I would... Motherfucker. Same exact time we did that. Wait, why can he do the thing if the crystal's being jammed?
It's
That's a question that you will not get an answer to for a very long time.
Okay, here, let me turn around and fart into my microphone. But also, yeah, like, I'm just picturing, like, this stupid kid going, damn, we should have spent less time posing.
We should have equipped something that blocks silence.
So, this poor kid basically went through hell and back to try and find Ace to tell him something, and then when he finds Ace, he can't even fucking tell him. Like, what was the point of this?
So this kid is absolutely, like, dying, right? He's...
Oh god, yeah, he is beyond fucked at this point.
It was weird.
So that's what they choose to start it on. Just some random child soldier getting fucked up. And just him and his bird getting bodied.
Yeah, this is Final Fantasy does Game of Thrones, basically.
Except, like, Game of Thrones opens by making you care about this stuff and then, like, tragically pulling them away from you and like, oh shit. I guess that entire plot arc was violently cut short.
Hey, I didn't say it was done well, I'm just saying they tried it.
I feel like we kind of skipped over the fact that, like, young Cloud Strife just appeared.
Oh my god, are you still alive?
Also, like, aren't there, like, tutorial battles, like, interspersed in between here as well?
Absolutely not.
I mean, is this going to turn into some kind of like Eternal Sonata like situation where he just sits there dying for like 20 continuous minutes while delivering a flowing, eloquent speech?
Oh man, you make me think about Claves.
And another thing. Oh god.
I feel bad laughing.
Look,
at
guys, this is a really touching scene of a dying boy and his dying chocobo.
Like, this is a scene that should be at the end of an entire game about a boy and his chocobo where they, like, build up a fucking relationship.
Yeah, but they're trying to set up a whole, you know, war is meaningless and terrible thing, right? Oh god, he's screaming.
Yeah, there's a balance to getting hard-hitting stuff to happen, and this game is, not striking it.
Again, reminder, this is literally the first 10 minutes of what this game gives you.
Like, we could have cut 8 of these minutes to seemingly very little effect.
And again, this is really just a testament to how fucking desperate Square was by the time Final Fantasy XV went into production, that Type-0 was Tabata's demo reel, and they went, okay, you know what, you're in charge now.
Go say goodbye, Ace. It's alright.
Man, going by this, it's a miracle that the tone of 50 managed to end up working in the way that it did.
Like, these guys have just... All these, like, pretty anime teenagers have just been staring at this fucking kid and his bird hemorrhaging blood.
Have you noticed how some of these people are much more dressed for combat than others?
Dude, this dude's wearing a cape. That's not dressed for combat.
Yeah, the kid who's dying literally has, like, chest and shoulder armor on.
And meanwhile, there's a lady wandering around in a little skirt.
And of course, it's all done over a completely ill-timed, ponderous J-pop song.
So did he ever get to tell Ace the thing he was gonna tell him?
No. No, he's dead now. So so the last... Oh, and title card.
I know you said it didn't work, but that scene of him just like crying and begging that he didn't want to die, it worked on some kind of level, I think.
It works on its face, it's just that there is nothing there to, give it the weight it deserves.
Maybe that's the point. It doesn't have weight. It's just some random shit that happens because war sucks,
It's like there's I'm trying to think of a good summary source for this kind of thing that isn't TV tropes, but I'm coming up blank. So TV tropes calls it NARM, which is like when some scene that is supposed to be like tragic and like hard hitting and like holy shit, we're getting like a raw, unfettered, emotional look at this character's soul, and instead ends up just being like hilarious.
Yeah, because like it comes from like some sitcom where a character is like literally having a heart attack and they're trying to say the words numb arm, as in my arm's gone numb, I'm having a heart attack, but their speech is slurred, so they just start saying narm, narm, narm over and over again.
That sounds plausible.
Maybe I'm the fucking anime sucker then. I thought it was nice. I thought it was effective in some way. Like I said, maybe I'm the sucker.
I actually agree. For as completely out of place as the general tone of this game is, especially in the intro, I think it did it does work. It definitely gets your attention and hits you with that.
And then
Hold it. Hang on. What was?
I looked away from the screen for a second and then I came back on that.
What?
Bird's not even been dead for 5 fucking minutes. We're already carving it up and eating it.
Okay, so yeah, basically, you can see where the battle lines of this LP have been drawn now.
Like, I fully expect the game to squander this shit before this video is over. I'm not, like, saying this is...
Yeah, I will grant that a tone has been established. I mean, badly, but, like, okay, I know roughly what the state of the immediate surroundings are for the time being.
I think I saw some guy doing the bump of chicken in the club last weekend.
Alright, so yeah, welcome to Type-0.
Re-raise right off the bat.
Yeah, it's the tutorial, so they just cut you some slack on that. So on the most basic level, this is an action RPG, kinda similar to Kingdom Hearts, I guess. Like, your basic attack is on X, and then you have 3 special abilities that you can put on square, triangle, and circle, and then... We'll talk more about the ability system later, but the gist of it is that, yeah, it's an action RPG, and your abilities use magic, and then you just...
So, like, is your triangle ability Blizzard BOM or Blizzard Bomb, but spelt in a dumb way?
We'll talk about magic later. Magic has its own weird, fucked up system.
Now, I notice you're doing some God of War shit and taking his soul.
Yep, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of stuff that comes down to, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shit happening. I see numbers everywhere.
Bold decision to have the main character use playing cards as a weapon, though.
But it's like, yeah, just based on, like, the general combat movement and, like, your attacks and stuff, it's like, kind of like, okay, how can you tell this game was based in part on the Dissidia engine?
A related, well, I don't know how related, a question that these characters are named Ace, Nine, and Queen. Is every goddamn character in this game going to be named after a card face?
No.
Good.
Most of them are, but not all.
What? Wait, you told me that the card shit was just this one guy, and they all have different weapons. Why are they still named card things if they're using like swords and spears and shit?
Don't ask questions. Anyway, one thing you might notice is that when we attack, they get these big red like targets on enemies. That's the main gameplay thing in this. It's called the kill shot mechanic, and basically what happens is if you hit them while they have that target on them, you will instantly kill them. Or if it's yellow, you'll just do a shit ton of damage.
Okay.
How long does it usually last?
It's kind of a split-second thing.
Well, your attack is kind of like, delayed.
Right, that's You know, every character is different. Like because Ace uses playing cards, his cards take a little bit of time to get there, so you have to time it. But whereas someone like, I think 8 is a monk, so he just punches dudes, so you have a much faster attack out.
Is this an unwinnable boss battle kind of deal? Because it does all your health when it hits you, and you do not hit it.
Yeah, you seem to be dealing 0 damage to it.
Oh, you've just got infinite auto life.
Also, come on, re-raise and invincible?
Yeah, don't mind the big giant black mass. It's no big deal.
It just ran away.
What do you mean ran away? It fucking vanished.
Again, 13 opened with fucking Anima as its, first boss. So, sure.
Technically, it opened with a scorpion thing. I can't remember its name. It had a stupid name.
Don't undermine my point.
Wait, was that the thing from 13?
No.
No, it's not, but it looks vaguely similar to Anima, so... I honestly don't care about anything that is happening in this game. I'm here out of spite.
That's fair.
Now, I'm looking down at the notes I took when I was watching the intro, and I feel like most of these questions have been somewhat explained. Like, I basically know about Eidolons and Crystal Chimmers now. One word that hasn't been brought up yet is Agito. Are we supposed to know what that is yet?
No. No. We will not be seeing that word for a very long time.
Say, what's your status?
Are we supposed to know stuff like why they don't use normal words and instead just use stupid words that transparently mean the same thing as the normal words but sound cooler?
It's a modern Final Fantasy game, what the hell are you expecting?
I was gonna say, yeah, that one's easy. This is a Final Fantasy game.
Fair. Is there a Moogle speaking?
Yes, there is a Moogle.
Oh. Fuck.
You can kind of vaguely hear it under our commentary, but whenever you level up, it plays like a really lo-fi version of like the standard Final Fantasy victory theme, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the neat part about if you're playing this on the PS4, like Ardix and IR...
Does it come out of the controller?
Yes, it does.
But if you're leveling up really quickly, doesn't it get annoying? It's like,
oh god, yes.
Had not yet fully achieved their objectives. A lack of experience combined with
another shot of that damn kid dying again
was jeopardizing
yeah.
the operation.
Meanwhile, the art budget ran out.
To make matters worse, without access to their most powerful weapon, magic.
but he's throwing magical playing cards.
Severe
Don't we know all this?
Yeah, guys, this is why you diversify your combat assets, dumbasses.
Also, did they just say that this place was called Academia?
Yes. Yes, the capital of Rurum is basically a big magic academy.
Okay. It's just that I don't react well to places named Academia.
So it's not so much in the same universe as the 13 games as it's a place where some things are named the same nonsense words.
Yes and no. There are some more explicit connections later on, but it's, for the most part, yes.
Basically, how can we get the most possible mileage out of a marketing scheme that says that these games are all related, while having to do the least possible work to, like, thematically tie them together?
Yeah, basically this game got verses where, like, it was originally supposed to be, like, fairly directly connected to the 13 universe, but then development hell happened, and now we get this.
This is like the jillionth time that the Imperial troops have commented on how impossible it is that we're using magic, so, like, this is clearly tied into us being, like, the chosen of destiny or some bullshit. I can feel it.
Well, there's that too, but also you've got to remember, like, we're just mowing our way through various disconnected detachments of the Imperial Army, so it's like, of course you kill a bunch of people, then the next group of people who have no idea that we're coming will go, oh shit, they're using magic, and meanwhile we're like, yeah, we fucking know.
Don't they have walkie-talkies or some shit?
Look, you're asking a lot for this Imperial military.
It's like, hey, dudes, there's some fucked up teenagers using magic and killing all our dudes. Heads up.
Man. But yeah, this is clearly going to be like our mark of power that's kind of similar to how Lightning had magic savior powers. That just made stuff work for her that didn't work for anyone else. This is going to be the same thing.
Suffice to say that Class 0 is special, and there is a reason that they can use magic when nobody else can.
No shit.
Also, nice job putting up that wall and then just walking right in front of it so you get hit anyway.
And this mech is like some people I've played Splatoon against.
I have a question. What does cutting your cards do?
Ace's ability cut cards, what it does is it allows you to, you can summon up to 5 special cards, and then they just kind of do different things. Like, sometimes it's a powerful attack, sometimes they'll heal you. Basically, you get a random effect.
Yeah, like, each different character, like Artix is, hasn't moved off of Ace, but you can, take control over 9 and Queen at any point in the game, or when you're playing. Like, the character change mechanic is really fucking clunky, so, I can understand him not wanting to do it. But yeah, every character has, a certain special ability, generally mapped to the square button, that you can kind of abuse, but not really.
What?
I guess it's fitting since he's the card guy, but fucking, randomness in the core game mechanics, in that way sounds awful.
Yeah, Crisis Core was an entire game about a slot machine.
And again, to be fair, 9 and Queen's abilities are a little bit more structured.
Damn, son.
It's very disconcerting that, the victory thing makes everything glow red. That really seems like it's telling us about a bad thing.
Well, yeah, after we kill them, we are literally stealing their souls.
Yeah, these kids are literally using blood magic.
That's not a joke or an exaggeration. They're called Phantomas, but, yeah, we're killing them and taking their essence.
And their essence comes in different, flavors, so you have Cherry Phantoma and, Fanta Phantoma. Yeah, you see you got the blue shit and the red. I saw yellow, there, too.
But, you can see, when these poor bastards die, they just explode in a cloud of blood, and then, yeah, we just draw the blood into us in a horrifying stream. I think you'll... Are you gonna do it here? No, oh, god damn it, Artix.
That guy's soul isn't worth being in my bloodstream.
Well, if you don't absorb them right away, they do disappear after a while.
So is that how you level up?
No, you just get experience from killing shit.
And it also refills your magic a little bit.
Yeah, there is a reason that you want to absorb souls, though.
Yeah, I see red and yellow Phantomas give you MP back. I assume the green gives you health, because, Oh, I see. Boss characters get the yellow things that just do a crap ton of damage, instead of the red ones that instant kill.
I mean, okay. Oh yeah, so just to briefly... That was the Blizzard Bomb there. Basically, the way... Well, magic is kind of divided into a couple different categories. The bomb magic that we're using right now, it affects the area immediately surrounding us.
So do we just use a magic crystal instead of, some nice C4 or something? Is the magic that's being jammed the same as the magic that the magic crystal uses to explode or to communicate?
I don't know.
Shrug.
Cool.
Okay, so that girl is absolutely, doing combat and killing people and taking their souls in, a mini-skirt, right? That's happening.
And she's also using a ninja sword, too, as she does it.
I think she's actually a fencer.
Oh, okay, yeah. One of them has, a ninjato or whatever, but, yeah. I forget.
I think that's... Jack?
Jesus Christ, how many different colors of Phantoma are there?
6 or 7. More than there needs to be at any rate.
Also, now, who's this shithead?
Machina.
Red. Take it easy now.
Yeah, I'm okay. But Machina, the crystal.
Yeah, I saw. It looks like its power is returning.
Come
How
on.
much you want to bet Machina's actually secretly God?
Oh, don't you worry. We will learn all about Machina later. And you will probably hate him. I know I do.
So this seems like an enormously strategically significant development in the battle. Like, that was the only reason that we were in such trouble, is because there was a jammer.
Unknown weapon signature detected in the arena.
Oh dear, we've lost our re-rays.
We believe it's a new type of Magitech armor with an onboard jammer. Find it.
So there's a dragon here. Are we going to talk about that, or is that just whatever?
Nope. Whatever.
Now that's just completely unremarkable. Fucking dragons are back again.
Like, where? How do we get from A to B? Where are we suddenly that there is a dragon?
Honestly, the dragon is the most normal thing I have seen in the past 20 minutes so far, so I'm not gonna question it.
I feel like the connectivity, the connective tissue of this game is lacking.
I think this might just be the art budget running out again.
Oh yeah, this game is basically just scene missing the game. Also, hi Rosh, have fancy seeing you here again. Glad to see you survived that grenade explosion at the end of 13.
Sir, Vessel 6 has been confirmed destroyed.
I already forgot. Kator Bashtar.
What about the 401st and 903rd?
Yeah.
Can't reach either company, sir.
Kator Bashtar.
I'm a big fan of how he has like these shoulder spikes that are literally just like floating off of his pauldron things.
Oh yeah, they're not connected to anything.
They serve literally no purpose, so if he has to go through a narrow door, fucker's just getting stuck and has to go through sideways.
Yes, sir.
To be fair, remember that remember that this is a PSP game
Fled from the battle.
that has been
Was annihilated.
somewhat artfully upscaled to PS4 resolution.
Duty to report.
In a military
That's
army,
quite a jump.
we do not tolerate soldiers who flee from their fear. The 161st Company.
Oh, he's gonna kill him to show how evil he is, because you deserted.
Sir.
Oh no, he gets to live. Oh,
I mean, it wouldn't do at all if we didn't have it like beaten into us how evil this man is.
budget couldn't sustain showing the guy getting shot. We just get like a cutaway and a sound effect.
Well, this sucks.
So like
Where'd these
he
rats go?
referred offhand to like somebody being in the scene. I guess from us like having watched the intro and having extra diegetic knowledge that we know that this is an enormous war crime.
So yeah, this is Kunmi. She's pretty much the most relatable character in the entire intro.
She's the Lassie, right?
Yes, she's the Lassie.
Yeah, and she's basically the only one willing to call this game out on its bullshit so far.
This really
So I see.
Yeah.
Her entire thing is like, this whole thing is really fucking stupid. Why am I even here?
So she's the Fang then.
Kinda? She's like Fang if Fang was like an evil uber bitch, basically. Like, she's Fang if she was also Jill Nabat at the same time.
Right. Do we still have infinite auto life, or did that go away?
No, that is gone. Now we are really playing the game.
There was a pop-up and everything and saying, oh no, your infinite auto life accessories have broken.
I'm sorry for missing it, but there's a lot of shit on screen.
Those were the last infinite auto life accessory bracelets in existence anywhere in the universe. So you definitely can't get any more.
Again, for this being like an end-of-life PSP game, this game is like kind of crazy chaotic when it comes to like numbers and words flying about on screen, mixed in with like explosions and whatnot.
Oh jeez, yeah, when people played this originally, they had to make do with one analog now, didn't they?
I say you might have briefly saw me using cut cards there. That was where that little red and yellow card was floating above me. That was what that was. Like, the red card was an attack and the yellow card restored my MP.
There is something extremely off-putting about the specific combinations of shadows and reflections in that last scene.
Alright, so Machina is on the side of the red dudes, because he's fighting Kunmi, who is on the side of the white tigers.
I've forgotten who all of these people are already.
The white tigers is the invading army. I'm looking at my notes. They're from Militez. That's what their city's called.
Try something new.
Also, I am enjoying just watching this dumbass kid get fucked up.
I'm betting he's gonna turn out to be God. His name is Machina. This game is too stupid for him to not actually be God.
Now then.
Did the boy just explode?
No, our heroes came in from above.
What was the explosion? What exploded and why?
You're gonna have to ask the director.
Somebody cast Fira, don't worry about it. Or it could have been the guy with the rocket launcher, that too.
What the?
Also, hi, Odin.
Oh yeah.
So like we are also Lassie?
No, that is not how summons work in this game.
They summoned here? Inside
Oh,
my jammer?
come on.
How?
Yeah, basically, like... Yeah, if you're a Lassie in Type-0, it's basically just like... You're just a really fucking powerful magic user. Like, there is none of the drawbacks to, like, being a Final Fantasy XIII Lassie, or really none of the, perks of being one either.
So they don't have some, like, pact with a machine god?
No. And they... At least I don't think so. Again, like...
Yeah, no, like I said, we'll see more about the Lassie's deals later. So right now, this is the first actual boss fight.
I propose prancing.
It's kind of hard to fuck up. Like, you can. If you run out of HP here, you will die, and it'll be game over, but it's not that hard of a fight.
You have Zantetsuken, just cut the fucker in half.
Oh, about that. That doesn't really work in this fight.
Why do you call it Zantetsuken then? Come on. Breaking my balls here.
Also, like, it's a very disappointing sword for Odin. Also, frankly, a very disappointing horse.
I'm noticing a distinct lack of prancing, by the way. So I know someone else brought that up, but I'm gonna cast my vote for Prance, too.
Oh, don't you worry, there's gonna be plenty of prancing very soon.
Oh no, wait, the horse does have 6 legs. It's just got 6 legs in a very non-traditional 6-legged horse configuration of legs.
I hate to be that guy, but Sleipnir actually has 8 legs.
Yeah, but in Final Fantasy it said 6 legs. I mean, yeah, either way it's a dumb invocation of a thing that's basically just done for branding more than anything else at this point.
But yeah, like, I do kind of like that it kind of looks like it has, like, just... Like,
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah! Prance. Prance that shit.
Yeah, you really don't want to get caught by her laser attacks because they do like 1,000 damage a hit. And while Odin has a lot of health, you can't take too many hits.
Yeah, that was basically the thing that undid me when I did this fight, was I thought Odin was a fucking tank, and it turns out, yeah, no, he's not.
I'm guessing healing is out of the question.
Yeah, you can't heal a summon. Or at least Odin can't, at any stretch.
This looks so good, I love it. Like, this looks like it's kind of clunky to control. It doesn't look like it feels like you're controlling Odin riding around his fucking horse. But the prancing looks good.
We've finally reached the end of the overlapping health bars.
And of course, meanwhile, you've just got Kunmi over the course of the fight just getting increasingly louder and more pissed off as you do more damage to her. It's great in its own way.
So, like, okay, but now what? There's still supposed to be, like, an enormously powerful magic user inside that thing.
Yep. Also, have we pointed out that this is a completely different set of generic magical kids than the ones we were controlling for the last half hour of this video?
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so when the Ace is still here.
But yeah, he swapped out 9 and Queen for Jack and 7.
This is a really bad naming scheme. I'm gonna forget who all of these are.
So yeah, well, Jack's the guy with the ninjato, and 7 has a whip sword because whip swords are cool, right?
She has a whip sword because she's literally lightning.
Oh god, really?
Yes. Not even, like, you'll see, I'll post a picture of her in the thread, like, she is literally lightning.
There were a couple of times watching the intro and I was like, hang on a minute, is that lightning? But it never was.
Wow, she's just getting bodied.
Yeah, this part of the fight is significantly easier.
Well, why did we bother with that Odin shit then?
I don't know what to think about this game. I have no idea what I'm supposed to think about this game at this point.
Well, Kunmi had a, I guess, portable jammer on whatever the fuck this thing was, so it was blocking them from using their magic, so they had to use Eidolon magic to stop her anti-magic so that way they could use magic again.
But it wasn't... But they're not affected by jamming.
Yeah, that's like their whole thing.
Well done, dumbass. You did passable.
I never claimed to be good at this.
Casual... Is there like permadeath? Like teammate permadeath?
That's just like how many times like various members of your squad have been knocked out.
Oh.
On the flip side, we did get just like 2 mega elixirs from the first mission, so you know.
Sucks.
This game has serious problems with nomenclature.
That's like the 4th time that she said this sucks.
Yeah, this is her thing.
I mean, she's not wrong. It's just that I still have no idea what's like happening at anything other than the very biggest picture.
Those red cloaks.
Also, oh, those faces.
We're in engine now, motherfuckers.
Ninetail is down! Communication lost with Kunmi!
Yeah, we're beating back the invasion. Take that, anime Nazis.
The Vermilion Bird Crystal is fully restored. Magic readings in all sectors. Wait, point 68.
Motherfucking anime Nazis, what the hell?
Vermilion Bird Lassie! I've lost
Point
contact with the
68.
204th and 208th.
Like, has it reached a point where they've gotten bored of throwing incomprehensible words at us, so now they're just throwing numbers instead?
I don't know, but I'm weirded out by the fact that, like, Rosh here is, like, 3 feet taller than his, adjutant.
Send HQ a code 991.
Do they ever bring up why his pauldrons just float? Are they, like, quantum locked to his shoulder pads?
To come this far just to be turned back.
Shrug.
6 hours
Be careful about that. You'll put someone's eye out.
Rubrum's Agito
Also, we...
Cadet Class 0
Oh, here we go, yeah.
its objective.
Oh, Agito. I know
And
that
the
word.
Dominion succeeded in
Also, we kind of talked over it, but fucking Rosh there just, like,
It was
dumped
here
a
that
very
Class
big
0
plot
made
thing
its
in the
first
midst of his
mark
just
in the pages of
nattering
history.
bullshit.
Misfortune has befallen academia and the The Militesi Empire.
I mean, they couldn't just call it normally spelled academia, because then they'd have to sue themselves.
Quadripartite? That's not a word.
Like, there would be like the games industry equivalent of a YouTube content takedown.
Well, actually, quadripartite is technically a term. It's comprised of 4 parts, so the 4 nations.
Here I stand before you.
Like, God, is this game like aping Avatar too?
Quadripartite is literally the word used in universe by space pirates to describe Metroids.
This prose is too purple. I'm calling it.
Yeah, it's like, Yeah, long ago the four nations lived in harmony, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Wait, aren't we the Fire Nation? Ah, fuck!
To the valiant warriors.
Are we just gonna stand here with this dead soldier lying face down in a pool of blood? Is that just like the angle we're taking on this? The camera angle?
I mean, I could technically be walking around right now, but there's nothing you can do here, so...
What a pointless part of the game.
Again, like, in a way, Type-0 is basically the greatest piece of, modern fiction that Paul Verhoeven never made. There is, like, a disturbingly tone-deaf disregard for human life in this game, I'm not gonna lie.
I hope that you will all remember this.
And again, that's very insulting to Paul Verhoeven because Paul Verhoeven actually intentionally disregards human life in his movies.
What?
Anathemic readings?
So those are my least favorite kind of readings, you shit.
Yeah, about those readings.
They're anathemic.
One day, historians may refer to this as Tempus Finis.
That was in the intro too. That happens when 9 meets 9 meets 9. Someone gets Tempus Finis even though they don't want it. I wrote that down.
It is the first ray of hope, one that we've...
Oh good, it's evil people chattering sweet nothings to each other. It's my favourite kind of JRPG cutscene.
You can't show us something like that when we don't have a framework. I don't know what Aku 13 is.
Oh yeah, by the way, they just dropped a fantasy nuke and completely obliterated the Black Nation. You know, just putting that out there.
Things are moving way too quickly.
To be fair, that's a very easy way of when you have 4 states that you have to visit. A way to save time, just fucking nuke one of them so you don't have to even go there.
That was just like a 5-second, oh hey, by the way, a quarter of the people on the planet are dead now. Later.
That's approximately the impact of us creating this LP.
Welcome to Type-0, folks!